Ooh, I'm loving the look of my new wildcard team with all of the spicy players. With the likes of Callum Wilson, James Maddison, and Sinistera. FPL team selection. Reviewing last week's points with an unlucky of the week, unlucky, and a daddy of the week. Oh yes, daddy! Previewing next week with spicy score predictions, a tasty transfer watch list, crazy captain thoughts, and my team selection in this game week preview. Where in the tasty twisty game week 9, I scored 91 points, hey, which made my overall rank finally go up, hey. Over 1 million places to 3.3 millionth in the world. But my unlucky player of the week was Luis Sinistera, who I decided to get for a little bit of spice in my team, you know. But it might have been too spicy with him getting sent off for blocking a free kick being taken quickly. Like, I am mad. -2 points, a sad bacon boy, just one big. I like it. But my daddy player of the week was Haaland. Although every single geezer and their nan owns him in their FPL team, with almost every living species on the planet captaining him as well, no one expected 3 goals and 2 assists, 5 attacking returns in the Manchester derby for 23 points, doubled to 46 as captain. Oh yes, daddy! With my final wildcard team finishing like this, where the only changes I made from my draft video was taking out a blanking Tony and putting in the goal-scoring Wilson, hey! And I also did Ward out for Everson, but nobody cares about that, I wasn't going to start Ward. And that 0.1 million saving has actually allowed me to do the transfers I want to do this week, so actually just a massive great success there. We also had return from Rhea, who outscored Pope, even though I wanted Pope, hey! Trippier getting subbed off early to bank in the clean sheet, and then Pope conceding, literally the perfect outcome there. A kind assist from Salah, big boy points from Maddison and Haaland, wrapping up a pretty damn successful wildcard there. With not a single pick I'm regretting in my team right now. Apart from Sinistera. I like it! But now it is actually time. What time is it? It's time to move on to the Game Week 10 preview! Where we start with the watch list, the list of players I'm currently watching who could very well be the sexy fellas I get in my team, but also could be very good options for you too. Now, with Sinistera suspended for a game, this leaves the mid-price midfielder spot to fill up, with the hat-trick scoring Trossard looking very good, or the ever-consistent Martinelli in there too. But we've also got some slightly higher-priced mids in there doing bits, with the likes of Bowen and Foden. But again, remember, Man City and Arsenal blank in Game Week 12 as they play each other, but they don't play each other, they both blank, making Martinelli and Foden not as sexy, especially if you haven't got as great bench cover just like me. But then up top, we've also got a Martial and a Welbeck, who we could well fall back on if the likes of Mitrovic is out longer term, but I think he's okay. All of them could very well be very good transfers, but I've actually already made one of them. What? Yes, where I can confirm. Confirmed transfer has been made. Where I've got the suspended Sinistera out and brought Trossard in. Now I know I'm proper jerking my knee, right? Knee jerking over the fact that he's just had the best game of his career. Like, he's not going to score a hat-trick every week, right? But if you are scoring a hat-trick at Anfield, it's definitely a sign of juicy things to come. 4 home games in 7 for them as well, playing the likes of Brentford, Forest, Wolves and Villa as well. He could very well be a player we keep all the way up until the World Cup, and he could actually go on and score all of the points. Which means my sexy team is now currently looking like this, with a Rhea between the sticks up against my striker Wilson. Definitely not going to be an unlucky there, is it? Cancelo and Haaland against Southampton, where could we genuinely see triple points from them two right there? Like that is going to be big boy points. James against a managerless Wolves, but we all know Diego Costa will probably end up scoring against them because that's just how FPL works. Trippier and Wilson against Brentford at home, so guaranteed points, right? In before 1-0 Brentford Tony goal, just because, you know, I had too much goodness last week, you know, it's got to balance out somehow. Salah against Arsenal, who I'm still backing to do the business. Maddison playing Bournemouth, which is definitely going to be very naughty. Like, I would generally be close to captaining him if Haaland didn't exist. Zaha against Leeds, hopefully leading us to some sexy points here. The new recruit Trossard against a boring Spursy, and a half-function Mitrovic against West Ham away. I mean, even if one of his legs falls off, he probably could still score. He'll wrestle defenders, he'll still get his head on something, he could still get a goal here. But that right there is the starting team sorted. Well, hey, bench is a bit of a tricky one this week, you know, as if Mitrovic is missing, then I probably want an Emerson first sub to come on for him, because it's much more likely that he'd keep a clean sheet if Mitrovic is missing. But then again, Emerson might not start, and Mitrovic could play and somebody else could miss out, and then I get an Emerson coming on after he played about 1 minute, after he's conceded like 3 to Mitrovic as well. So he's a bit all up in the air. So I think I'm actually going to go for Andreas in the first sub, and then Neco Williams in last, because he'll probably end up getting minus points or whatever, you know. And that is the team done. But not done for the video. Hey, as we still have my captain picks. Haaland. Yeah. Just Haaland. This section is going to turn into the quickest segment in history on YouTube, you know. As there is absolutely no need to discuss captaincy. He just feels illegally good right now, Haaland. Like, he could generally score 6 or 7 in a game, and I wouldn't actually be that surprised. You just need to captain him. If you don't captain him, you might as well delete FPL. No, you might as well delete your phone. Just chuck it in the bin if you're not captaining Haaland. Like, what are you doing? The vice-captaincy is going to be on a Maddison, though. Not that it matters, but you never know. Just in case Haaland is missing. We got a JMO Maddison to do absolute bits against Boma. Score predictions. Well, last week, we had our worst performance yet in the entire score predictions. So let's pretend that never happened, right? Wait, where am I? What were we talking about? Anyway, in a completely unrelated note, my score predictions for this week look like this. Where we got some big boy games this week. We really do. In the likes of Arsenal versus Liverpool. And that's about it. Yeah, no other big games, so there we are. But we are going for some mostly safe and some spicy score predictions in here, where hopefully, we can do slightly better than last week's predictions, right? Yeah, those were not so very good. And I hope my FPL team can also do better, as my team is now looking like this. So to confirm, the one free transfer has been used after just wildcarding last week, with the suspended Sinistera out, Trossard coming in for him. Haaland captain, but we already knew that. They might as well remove captaincy from FPL for the rest of the season. He's just stuck on him. Like, even when Man City aren't playing, he could still go and score an hat-trick. He's just incredible. But that is the team. It's looking fresh and it's looking ready to go on and score all of the points. We are going to do it this week, lads. All the way. First in the world incoming, right? Comeback season is on. That's going to be all. Thanks for watching. But also, remember...
Don't be a cheeky scrub. Subscribe to Nathan Bacon right now. Don't let your memes be dreams.